Hello, my name is Sylvia and we are going to show how to set the constraints. Let's open the portfolio. And let's set some constraints. Notice that we cannot do anything here. The reason is we need to open the lock. You have a little hint on this. Two buttons to open and close the lock. What is this lock for? It is very important that all the results that you calculate will correspond to the parameters that you set. Some of the parameters that you modify affect the results. For example, if I'm going to add a new constraint or remove a constraint, previously calculated results are no longer valid or may be no longer valid. Thus, when we modify this list, we want to clear all previous results. This is what the lock is for. Other parameters that affect the results, for example, are changing the selection on the securities list, modifying the frequency of calculations, and of course setting the constraints. So let's set some constraints. We have the constraints are arranged in a tree structure: market, security type, sector, and security name. Let's set a constraint that says that we can have at most 5% of each security. From 0 to 5%. For each security, all of them are selected. I'm going to say add. Okay. And let's also have at least 25% from consumers cyclical plus non-cyclical. So for the sum of them, I'm going to have at least 25%. I'm going to say add. Here I have an equation from 25 to 100% from consumers cyclical plus non-cyclical. Let's have at most 2% of finance. Okay. And let's say from technology and services, from each one of them we want at least 10%. We're done. These are our constraints. Let's calculate the. Let's do something else. Let's take our period of time from March 2011 till March 2012. Calculate the efficient frontier. Notice here that you have this security above the efficient frontier. The reason is we limited the weight of all the securities to be at most 5%. In this case, McDonald's is more efficient. If we would have allowed McDonald's to be of larger weight, it would probably be more than 5%. This is the reason why we sit above the efficient frontier. Normally, if we don't set such a constraint, the efficient frontier is the supremum of all portfolios possible, meaning that all securities will be below the efficient frontier. Let's take the tangency portfolio. We have at most 5% of each security. Here we see the CAPM analysis. Notice that This security, Microsoft Corporation and Intel Corporation, are overvalued and are still in the optimal portfolio. And backtesting, this is the performance between March 2012 until today. We outperformed the market. Notice that we outperformed the market all this time. This is our optimal portfolio. This is the market. Here we show price versus time. Notice that the scales are different. Here we show price rate versus time. And notice that the green line is the performance of our portfolio, and the blue is the performance of the market, and we outperformed the market, which is great. We're done. Thank you very much.